Oh, it's a good line as well. Is it too far right on this occasion? Yeah. Almost identical in the apex there at 130 feet. Was 135 yesterday, but that could be blocked out.
And the flag's back right. It's not pretty. I'm with Incy. I just don't. I think there's times when you've got to just maybe just lay back a little, have a rethink, a reset.
20 yards to work with, but visually it looks like you've got nothing. Really difficult this, just trying to get it onto any sort of putting surface. A stabby action.
Anything on the green is incredibly good. He'll take that. That's not bad.
Yeah, but things just not going for Marco Penge at the moment.
Well, here we go. Incy, this is the belly wedge. He's going to hit this halfway up the equator here.
Exactly, just to help him nestle through that initial fringe of rough, let's say. A putting action.
Yeah, it's good, but it's another par instead of a birdie. Who'd have thought that? No birdies through 10 holes for him. Here's Alex. Penge makes his par at 10, so he stays at 14 under and one clear.
You've got to choose your battles, knowing this is a tough hole. A difficult par 3. Play it safe out to the right.
Got to make a statement at some point that he wants to win this and control it again. And that is a statement. That's one of the best we've seen. And with Brown hitting it heavy and short, Gerbach bogey in the last hole, that was a good time to hit a solid iron shot. Well, he's almost screaming out for a birdie at this point, isn't he? Almost unimaginable.
Well, no birdies the first 10 holes. Yesterday he had 8 birdies in 10 holes. Maybe he's saving the best for...
Well, I tell you what, that is maddening. As Incy said, I thought that would fall left, and it actually went right to left within the last 4 inches.
Yeah, he hasn't hit an awful lot of fairways so far today, has he? Could do with finding one.
Just up against the second cut. Oh, that's never nice to see.
Just on that cusp between the fringe and the rough. 142 yards, no more than a gap wedge for Marco Penge. A great angle. Pitch it long right, get it to stop dead. If anything, that ridge could be there to support you.
Nice little kick forward.
Starting to get it together, isn't he? Just getting into his flow again.
Just a hint of left to right for Penge. Straightens up in the final 2 feet.
Finally, first birdie of the day for Marco Penge. So he moves ahead of Gerbach and re-establishes a slender lead.
Yeah, no guarantee either that Gerbach is going to make his, so...
You're playing from a severely elevated tee box here, almost a 75-foot drop. And it's a slight dogleg left to right, so looking to hug the right half.
He's not backing off, is he? He keeps just going at it with the driver.
Well, from these elevated tees, Tony, the distance he hits it, the hang time, he can pump it down there 360, 370.
It's got just over 100 yards, and I mean, really, you can fly this all the way, but you've got to be quite aggressive with this pitch shot. You land it short, it will take a hot hop forwards. You've got to fly it all the way with speed and spin.
Yeah, he could feel it. Could feel it off the club face, come out squidgy out of that juicy stuff.
At around the halfway point, you ride that ridge. It's going to really gain the momentum and speed. Almost want to dribble it over that bit, let gravity do the rest.
It is superb for pace. It really is.
I think they'll give him a bit of leeway on this final group. Okay, side door, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, and the thing is for Marco, he's now got that 3-shot lead and he's heading over to the par 5 14th.
Looking to absolutely bomb this one. He hasn't played the par 5s too well. Not as well as he can anyway. Slight dogleg right to left.
The right side is always going to be his miss, in all honesty. Oh, no, it's a long way right now, surely. Oh, hand up. He played a miracle shot on this hole yesterday from down that side.
Well, he's blocked out, but there is a bit of a window. There's a gap for him to squeeze one out there and try and cut it. He's got very little loft on this. He's got a squeezy fader.
Hit something.
Hit it hard.
You know, Rory, I just don't think driver was essential here. Look, maybe it's got out there somewhere, but, you know, he can hit his driving iron off there and get it home with an iron. He's only hit 2 fairways all day. The driver's going cockeyed. There comes a time where you just maybe need a plan B.
He has to aim this out there and let it ride the slope and work its way back in. Quite a wide stance though.
Well, maybe on this occasion the lie helps him because he does want it to release.
He's tried to play that a bit like a bunker shot. Didn't see that.
But no, Incy, that's a bizarre shot for me. Absolutely bizarre. What he was seeing there.
Told you he'd hold it. That is a great shot. Woo, that's a relief for him. Goodness me. Walk off there with a 6. It would have been heartbreak.
However, it does open the door to his 2 playing partners.
Hopefully he proves us wrong.
Well, you miss it right, you've got no shot. And you hit it way left, you're going to make 5 or 6. Yeah, okay, he's safe up the right side, but he's got no angle and no shot from there.
Front right flag, over a bunker, off a side slope, out of the thick stuff. I don't know.
Oh, he sent it skyward, orbit. Well, there you go. That's the best he could do. And I got to say, it's a top effort from where he was.
He wouldn't have been looking forward to that, Rowie, like the last hole.
And this time of day, there's lots of spike marks. The grass has grown as well. It does make it a little bit more difficult. Just a hint of left to right for Penge.
It'll make him feel a whole lot more comfortable, but it's exactly as Incy said, over borrowed.
Well, he's not making it easy for himself, is he, Marco Penge?
This is a great yardage for him. Just an easy swing. Almost a shoulder to shoulder. Control that ball flight.
Hang short, Marco, Brev.
Is it the right length? Oh, is it? Oh, steady. I'm going to say, is it ever, but it's going to catch the ridge. It deserved better. It really did. It's certainly a better miss than long.
Understand the importance of this birdie putt. And as he climbs the ridge, it will break right to left. But the final 3-4 feet or so, it'll straighten up. It'll hold its line a bit more.
Yeah, it's good putt, good pace. He's clinging on at the moment. He's 1 over par for the day, but he still has that slender lead. Yep, Even by his standards, the mouth is a little bit dry. As hard as he's just hit that. It'll come down soft, that's for sure. There's the check. That's a great golf shot as well. It really is. 3 excellent shots.
There's no point in being over-ambitious, but perfect pace.
One more good swing needed.
You just don't want to overcut it, but I don't think he has. It's up the bunker, right up the face, maybe. That would be a fabulous miss. I think that's where it is, Tony.
Yeah, I think you're right. If he's on that upslope.
Doesn't get it.
Yeah, that is all down to the pressure put on by Dan Brown. This is no guaranteed 2-putt. It really isn't.
But it is to win the Spanish Open.
Well, the pace was really good because it gets a little slick and a little crusty and a little bony hard around there. And he is going to just tidy that up for the par 4.
Yeah, so it's a rather disappointing par at the last for Marco Penge. 1 over par 72, and it very much looks like we will be going to extra time here in Madrid.
It's a tougher chip, a lot tougher, but it's doable. Get it in there close. You'd have to say, Ince, you'd have to say advantage Marco now, because we know he can get it up there.
Yeah, but it's not an easy green to hit. It's on a slight angle, this green. It's very slim.
Mashed potatoes!
It's a better line. Yeah, you know, I think he's almost between driver and the mini driver there. Now advantage.
Good sound. Yeah, just a little low in flight for me, that. I'd like to have seen that another 10 feet higher.
Done pretty well. Very easy to get that heavy, that chip, and leave it in the fluff short of the green, and then you've got all sorts of issues. Just go with the little stun chip, didn't you? Just make sure it gets through that fringe and take it from there.
It's so easy to lose this right. Oh, and he knew it. He knew it. He really thumped it down the left side, didn't he? He never had a chance, in all honesty. But as John said, there was a change of grain in that putt, so it was the harder of the 2 putts because of the texture of the green.
And so the door is ajar. When it matters most, he finds the putt. And it's a third win of the season for Marco Penge. Not just this prestigious title, he wins the Spanish Open obviously, but he is off to the Masters. He is guaranteed a spot in the Open Championship next year as well.
Marco Penge, third win of the season, third win of your career, third win in your last 16 starts, this time at Club de Campo. Tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah, no, it was a strange day for me. You know, I was kind of had in my head that, you know, the golfing gods were kind of against me in a way. I think, you know, Dan and Joel played great today. You know, they were holding putts and putting the pressure on me, and, you know, I just couldn't really get it in the hole. So it felt like I was really up against it. But, yeah, I felt like I managed myself really well. And I actually think at tee to green I played really solid. It just wasn't a matter of the putts. I think I used them all yesterday. But obviously holding that one there was worth the wait.
Big lead at the start of the day.
Yeah.
Dan and Joel, Joel caught you. You looked cool, calm and reserved. What's it like that on the inside?
Yeah, I felt like I didn't really have much nerves going on. I felt good. I was just trying to stick to the same stuff that I've been doing over the last 6 months, and you know, I just couldn't get it in the hole, and I was getting a little frustrated at times, but I was reminding myself, you know, I was so patient the first 3 rounds, and that's the reason why I played the way I did. So, you know, I just tried to stay in the same sort of mindset, and yeah, but credit to the lads, you know, they've done unbelievable to catch me, and I'm just very grateful that I could be the one that wins in the end.
You win here, and very soon you're going to get an invitation from the Board of Governors, from Augusta National Golf Club, and you'll be playing in the Masters next year. How excited are you at that opportunity?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you know, it's a golf course that I've always wanted to play because I feel like my game sets up really, really good for it. You know, as my goal was to get in the top 50 in the world by the end of the year. So I think that made it a little easier, kind of playing the playoff, knowing that, well, if I don't win, I'm still going to be at the Masters. So yeah, I tried to do a bit of reverse psychology there, but no, I'm looking forward to it.
Marco, many, many congratulations. Enjoy the celebration. I think you might be able to get soaked in a few moments' time.
Shut, but no, thank you very much, and just like to thank everyone for always supporting me. It means a lot, and you know, it means so much to me, my wife, my son, and my family. So yeah, I wouldn't be here without my team, my sponsors, and all my support. So yeah, massive thank you to them.
Top man, Marco, well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
To watch another DP World Tour video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.